Hi, my name is Ali Alsi. The purpose of this video clip today is analyzing the property at 24944 122nd Avenue in Maple Ridge. It's located in Webster's Corners. One of the reasons that I really like this property is that nowadays with $775,000 in Greater Vancouver, it's almost the price of a decent 2-bedroom or maybe 3-bedroom townhouse. And for this particular property, you get close to 9,000 square feet land, and still you get 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. Mind you, it's going to be an older property, so the main value here and the main attraction is in the size of the lot. And it has 62 feet frontage and 144 feet depth, so it is a nice rectangular, almost flat lot in a very desirable location in Webster's Corners in Maple Ridge. So now let's just run an analysis on why I think that it is such an amazing value. So if I go and conduct an independent search, I come here and I put Greater Vancouver area, and for the sub areas I choose absolutely everything, and then I get rid of the remote areas that's not in the core of the Greater Vancouver, like Bowen Island. I honestly don't know why these areas are even part of the Greater Vancouver area. Island and Ladner and out of town and Pemberton, and I even leave Richmond and Squamish here. I get rid of the Sunshine Coast and also Fake area, and I even leave Whistler there. So basically the entire core of the Greater Vancouver area. So these are all detached houses that are available. So if I put 775,000 as the price cap, so there are only right now in this area, without any other requirements, there are only 8 detached houses that are under $775,000, and it shows how pricey the Greater Vancouver prices have become for the detached houses. And to make the matters worse, or better, I'm going to put 8,000 square feet as the minimum lot size that I'm looking for. And as you can see right now, we are only end up with one property. And mind you, I put another requirement here to be full disclosure. So I'm not looking for mobile homes, recreation, other or manufactured homes. So I'm looking only for houses with acreage and houses for single family. Townhouse is not going to show up here because this is a detached category. And if I do conduct the search, you see that property that I was talking about at 24944 122nd Avenue is showing up, which was priced higher originally, close to $800,000, but recently the price is dropped to $775,000. So right now the price is $775,000. So let's now go and do a comparison with because one of the things that we want to know is that what are the recent activities happening in the neighborhood. So if I go, this is the 122nd Avenue in Maple Ridge, and this is the Webster's Corner, and these are the two properties. This is the subject property, 24944 122nd Avenue. Let me just increase the zoom so you can see the information better. So this is the 122nd Avenue. This is the other property, 24888 24888 122nd Avenue. This is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's about 6 houses to the west of the subject property. This is the property that I'm talking about right now, the subject property. This is the property that recently sold. This property sold in April 18, 2021 for the value of 41%. Sorry, 41% over its corresponding BC assessment, versus this property that I'm discussing right now is listed at 32%, only 32% over BC assessment. So let's now go and do a side-by-side comparison for this property. So this is the 41%, 32%. This property was sold for $810,000. This subject property right now is available for $775,000. So let's go and compare these two properties side by side. This is the property that I'm talking about, and this is the property that recently sold. It was listed for $799,000, and it was sold presumably in a multiple offer for $810,000. This house had 3 bedroom but only 1 bathroom. This house that I'm talking about, it has 2 bedroom and 2 bathroom. Both of them are close to 53, 55 years old, so it is they are old timer. This house was slightly bigger. It was like 1200 square feet versus this one, which is about 900 square feet. So the finished area for this house was about 300 square feet bigger. So if we come here, according to the tax documents, both of them are about 9,000 square feet, 8928. And the BC assessment for the property that was sold for $810,000 was $576. And the property that I'm talking today about is $586,000. So this property, the BC assessment for this property is about $10,000 more than the property that got sold for 810. So if we wanted to go only with these numbers, we should value this property as around $10,000 more at 820 if you want only to base it on the BC assessment value. But mind you that for both these properties, the value of the improvement, the building is negligible. So mainly it's about 90% of the value is in the land. So that's the other analysis that I wanted to conduct. Also, we have another tool, which is the land core. So if I can bring up the land core for this particular property, it might be very educational. So let me see if I can find the land core for this property. So the land core value for this property right now, which is as of yesterday, it is somewhere between $741,000 and $820,000. So if you get even the average of this range, you are going to be around asking price around 780. So it's 60,000 divided by 2. So it's going to be $770,000. It's going to be middle of this range. Landcore, by the way, is a company that generates the appraisal, automatic appraisal value. I had no hand in it. I just put the address and it spits out the value. And as of yesterday, it provides only a range, so it doesn't specify one number. So it's thinking that this property fair market value is around 770 something in the mid range, or the total range is what's here. And let me see if okay, there are some additional information that I wouldn't mind sharing with you. So let's go to this one. So this is the topography of this particular lot. As you can see, the difference between the highest point and the lowest point on this slide only 1.88 meter. So that's why I called it almost flat lot. So like if you go to West Vancouver, sometimes the difference between one point of the lot and the other side, it could be God knows 80, 90, 100 meters. But for this one, the difference is only 1.88 meters. So for all construction and practical purposes, it's considered a flat lot. The other information that I wanted to show you is the recent sales and recent activity in the neighborhood. This is this property priced at $775,000, and as you can see, this is the the property at 24888 122nd Avenue, which was sold for $810,000, and then the other prices 1.3 million, 1.2 million, 1.1 million. So all the prices are in the over $1 million range. So that's again another evidence of why I think this property is such attractively priced. So if you go to this one, these are the nearby elementary school. The best one in terms of if you go by Fraser rank ratings, so the best one that has a rating of 9.1, it is the Meadow Ridge School, which is a private school, and it is one of the most prestigious school in the Greater Vancouver area. And I heard that people travel a lot from different cities just to bring their children and register it here. Of course, it's a private school. And it is the same thing for the secondary school, and again you see the ranking of 9.9 for the Meadow Ridge school. And finally, that's one of the beautiful thing about the this particular property, that even though it is located at a location that we consider it rural area, but you have access to all the forest and greenery, etc., but still it enjoys all the benefits of the city's facilities like gas, electricity, city water, and city sewer system. So this is showing this property, and this is showing the water and the sewer system that's coming to the property and servicing the property. As I said, this information I will provide the link, so if you would like to dig more into that, you can do that. But that's what, whenever you go in Maple Ridge towards the east, you get into the areas that either you have to use well water, or you have to use septic tanks or septic fields. For this property, enjoying all the city's facilities is a huge plus. Okay, so let's look at the final analysis that I wanted to do from a different aspect. So let's go to actually aerial map of the property, etc. So this is the location of the property that I'm talking about. It's 24944 122nd Avenue. So if I bring it here, and if I slightly tilt the angle, so you can see the beautiful mountain in the background. So sometimes in some areas when you're driving by, you will have a glimpse of all this greenery and mountain in Maple Ridge area. So this is the subject property, and this is the property that was sold for $810,000 and almost with the same characteristics. So all this greenery that you see, most of these greeneries that you see here are the areas that's considered ALR, agricultural land reserve, and many of them, they are connected to septic field and, as I said, well water, etc. So this patch that you see, Webster's Corner, that's the patch that enjoys city facilities, and again, it's a huge plus for this property. So after that, let's go to the Middle Ridge School that I was talking about. So this is the Middle Ridge School located at 240th Street, and this is the most prestigious private school that's located close to the property and adds value to the property. And for the shopping, the closest shopping that I could find for you is going to be here, which is basically there is a Save on Foods here. Again, it's at 240th Street. It's about 8 blocks away, so you are located at 248, 249, so this is 240th Street, and this is the Save on Foods. And if I want to zoom in there further, so there is a gas station, 7-Eleven, and you have a McDonald's here, and then there is a Save on Food there. In the map it shows the name incorrectly. It's actually a Save on Food here right now, and apparently there is a Subway, a Starbucks, everything. So then after for the recreation, for exercise, for gym and swimming pool, etc., the biggest one that I could find is in the Maple Ridge Leisure Center that's located at 227th Street. So again, if you want to get a feeling of the distance, this is 227th Street, and you are located at 249, so you can just do the subtraction. It's about maybe 20 blocks. I believe the distance wise it's about maybe 5 kilometers away from the subject property, but here you have like very top-notch facilities. I believe it has like Olympic sized swimming pool and very nice facilities in terms of gym equipment, etc., and they recently upgraded it. And right behind it is the city hall and the library and all the facilities. So it's basically considered downtown core of the Maple Ridge. This is the next one is the Haney Place Mall. So this mall right in front of it, which encompasses this area. I believe that's one of most likely it's the number one in terms of the size shopping center in Maple Ridge. Of course, in Pitt Meadows, you recently have the Superstore added close to 203rd Street, which could be considered even bigger than this one. But in terms of that's like a strip mall. So in terms of close shopping mall, Haney Place is there. And then you have the second largest shopping center in Maple Ridge, which is the Valley Fair Mall. And finally, for the public transportation, if you want to go to downtown, so you have access to West Coast Express. I believe, and once I measured this distance from West Coast Express, that's the station in the West Coast Express. So the distance from West Coast Express to the subject property is somewhere less than 6 kilometers, and this is almost like 223rd Street. Again, you are located at 249, and this is so it's about 20 blocks away from the West Coast Express. So West Coast Express has the fast trains that are going to Burnaby and downtown Vancouver, and with a very limited number of stops, and they depart usually during rush hours. So I hope that the information presented here is useful and you have enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Again, my name is Ali Yassi, 604-785-8900. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.